Oh, g'day scrappers. Yeah, just wanted to talk a little bit about the laser barcode readers that are quite common in warehouses and companies these days. Um, Barcode readers have, come a long way, and whereas like these readers here are the more modern style. Although this has been upgraded there's a newer model than this, but this is almost a current model barcode reader. It's got the laser scanner in there, and obviously with these ones in particular, if they're working and you can reprogram the software, you can put fresh software in it. They're actually worth selling. If you pick these up in bulk, it's well worth going through and finding the ones that are working well. As long as they you got your charger, and if there's a power adapter as well, you can get a good $400 for these second-hand. So they cost a couple of thousand brand new, and but these two here that I've got, actually, I've tried to get them working, but they don't really work. I don't actually even have the power adapter or the software for them, so these are just scraps. But like I said, yeah, if with these kind of ones that you find with these kind of barcode readers, they sort of turn around. If you can find these, before you scrap them out, make sure you can see if they're working. Sometimes even for parts you can sell them, but mostly, the easiest way to sell these is if they're actually working and you can keep them going. And then from the same company, actually, these old style barcode readers with the handles. It's basically the same kind of thing as this, except this is quite a few models back. They're very old now. They don't really, no one will use these anymore. So if you pick these up, they're more for precious metal recovery. You get some. The older ones are the better. The older, most electronics, the better it is. So with these old ones, they got really nice, intense circuit board inside, a lot of tantalum, and really good for precious metal recovery. The actual charging unit, well, this one only works only two bays work, so it's not really worth selling the charging unit in case someone wanted to still use it. So this whole unit here is basically just for scrap. But as I said, with these ones, they're definitely worth selling if they're working. These ones, even if they're working, no one's really going to buy them because they're just really old school. And yeah, they want these, with the little pens where you can sign, so you can, postal services and couriers will use these and all kinds of things. Whereas these ones were probably more for stock take kind of warehousing systems, and yeah, these days they just use much smaller, much more high tech. But these are great if you can find them, because they've got really nice boards. So I'll show you inside one of each to have a little look to see what the boards actually look like. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with the newer version. Obviously you got your the charging base, and there's actually a little battery in here, and it's just a NiCad battery, so not a lot of value, but you got some gold plating here. So, and on these batteries, the gold plating is always a good thick gold plating. So always worth sort of trying to break out this little plating panel. And well, the charging units don't really have a lot, just plastic. So yeah, so not a great deal on this board. You got some you know, some pins around, gold plated pins, some nice ones there. Really, you know, that's where the batteries mounts onto, so really nice, you know, grade of gold there. You got some very small IC chips and stuff. You got, I can see some nice resistors there for ruthenium, and but a few tantalum, sorry, not tantalum, but a few MLCCs. But yeah, not a great deal on the board on the charger. And the unit itself, we've got in the keyboard panel here. So we've got our little keyboard. If I can just get this out, have a little look at it. Okay, so also got some, you know, gold plating on the ribbon here, and inside here you got some pins. And the board itself, it's you know, it's quite high grade. It's you know, I liken this to like a mobile phone you know, board. But yeah, you got some nice gold pins there, pins in here. Got a nice big yellow tantalum capacitor here, and you know, very small IC chips, but yeah, quite a nice little board. And again, what you would do with this board is remove, you know, depopulate the whole thing. You know, you could even sandbath this one to get rid of all the components, and then process this whole board like you would again with mobile phone boards. So you could just throw this in with your mobile phone boards, treat it pretty much the same sort of deal. And yeah, you'd probably get mobile phone board price if you were just to sell it as a board. So that's from the inside the front panel. Also in the under the keys here, you're also going to have should have a little keyboard mylar, but it's going to take a while to get into that, so I won't worry about that. And then you've got your main sort of computer sort of section here, because this is basically what they are. They're like a mini computer, and so that's your main board. Again, there's another battery in there, and you can see the gold plating in there. So I'll get that battery out. I just wanted to say, with these readers, if you can dismantle this reader from this unit, you might want to keep these readers, and because there might be you know, electronic sort of enthusiasts that want to play around with this, use this for other kind of things. So don't open these up. Try and remove this from the unit cleanly. You know, keep the ribbon wire on it. And you could probably sell these readers, or if you know of someone that's into electronics, they'd probably really appreciate something like that. Or just give them this whole thing, you know. But yeah, so obviously you've got your LCD screen, and this board, you can see a lot of some nice gold plating. You know, there's gold all around it. There'll be a nice flat pack here. Will be quite intense. As I said, it's like a little computer, so. Pretty high grade stuff. You know, just a little bit of ribbon wire, a little bit of plating on that ribbon wire. That's it. You know, inside there, that's just copper, but there's gold plating on the ends outside there. Yeah. Yeah. So once I remove this this ribbon, then the rest. You don't want to open up these LCD screens. There's nothing really inside there. You want to send these to a recycler that recycles flat screen TVs and stuff, and get this properly recycled, because inside there's going to be, you know, mercury, and you don't want to open this up and expose the mercury, you know. So always leave these little LCD screens intact, you know. Just, you know, cut off your ribbon wire and send it off to recycling. So as you can see there, it's a really beautiful high grade gold board. You know, really good chips, and so again, you can process this like like a mobile phone board, and you wouldn't want to get any less than a mobile phone grade for this, because the chips are going to be very high quality. Everything on this is going to be, you know, very high quality stuff. So you want to you want to get your value for it, unless you're refining yourself and you want to process. So this little part here, this is aluminium, very light, but okay. So underneath this gold, it's not gold, this is just yellow sticky tape, but underneath there'll be a really nice, there should be a nice, let me just do it quickly. So yeah, very much like mobile phone sort of thing, but yeah, they're very high quality flat packs, so you know they're going to boost your flat pack gold recovery. And as I said, you want to depopulate everything off this board and then process this board complete like you would a mobile phone board. And so underneath here, again, you know, once you remove the IC chip, you remove this in a steel bracket, you're going to have a nice little board for gold recovery. Okay, and yeah, so with this one here, same deal. Want to depopulate everything off this, unless you're going to sell it as a mobile phone board, then that's fine. You know, you still get good money as a mobile phone board. It's got a bit of weight to it. The other side here, you can see the really, you know, a whole lot of gold tracing and gold dots and, you know, all over it. So, you know, you want to process this whole board. You know, you'll get much better value if you send it to like a toll refiner and get them to process this. So yeah, you know, there's little MLCCs and lots of little resistors, you know, and they're all going to be high quality ones. Like the MLCCs, these will be class 1 MLCCs, so they'll have, you know, the palladium and silver and stuff in them. But yeah, beautiful little board this, and yeah, but obviously the board isn't worth hundreds of dollars, and so if these units are working and you can get them working and you've got all the things, attachments for them, you can sell these for probably, you know, you'll get at least $200 each, but you know, they sell pretty reasonably well for $400 each if they're working. But this one wasn't, and so, but you know, for gold recovery, pretty happy with that. Got just an average board and got 2 very nice high quality boards out of these things. So if you see these in bulk, definitely get these. Beautiful. Now the next one are these older style, and get one that I opened up. I'll come up a bit. Yeah, so these older style, they don't really sell well anymore, so definitely scrap them for gold recovery. And underneath here you should have a battery. So these old batteries, as you can, you know, you might not be able to see it, but it's, you know, they've been sitting in there for so long, they've started to corrode. The contacts are corroding, so you know, just send this off to recycling. It's just a NiCad nickel cadmium battery. There's no gold plating on it, so just recycle this as it is. But yeah, with these ones, get rid of. So we've got a nice little board under here. It's mostly got little IC chips and stuff, and it's quite involved. So this is basically for the keypad. If I can just quickly get a few things open, see how long it takes. Just give me a sec. We'll get there soon. But yeah, as I said, these older ones, you know, snap them up if you can find them, because these are got an awesome circuit board inside for precious metal recovery of all kinds. If you like tantalum, you'll get quite a bit of tantalum here. Okay, so this is basically you know, the reader part. It reads, that is actually gold plated, believe it or not. It's like a little window, like a little mirror, and that's gold plated. And yeah, quite a cool little thing. Again, if you know someone that's into electronics, right, just like this one with this reader, you know, you might want to show them this unit before you sort of try and get the board out, because, you know, this little reader thing, it's, you know, it reads barcodes and stuff. I think it's just a linear barcode reader, but you know, guys that are into electronics love this sort of stuff. And so, you know, you might just want to keep this just as it is, leave all the wire on it, and say, hey, you know, you're interested in this, you know, and you know, you might get, you know, $5-10 for it, you know, or just give it to them and they'd appreciate it, you know. So I'll just keep this as it is, and I'll show my electronics friend and see if he's interested, because what I'm after is that board in there. And even this board here, it's once you remove the LCD screen, which is just twisting off these, but yeah, you can see some really nice flat packs here. They're really nice chunky flat packs, and yeah, quite a nice little board. And you've got some, you know, nice gold pins here, you know, again, high quality gold pins, right? Because of the application, they need to be, you know, perfect contact. There's good gold on that. And then finally, we've got the main board, and it's got a lot of screws down here, a row of 4 screws for some reason. I don't have my little electric, you know, electronic screwdriver, so I'll just do it by hand. Okay, so we've got some, you can take off this handle, so inside there where the battery is, there's some gold pins in there, not much, but and the rest of this is just ABS plastic, so it just gets recycled with plastic. Got a little contact thing here. Now, these little contacts here should be silver, so you know, you can put these in. I'll probably just throw these in with silver switches, and just deal with this one day, because it's only silver. Okay, obviously that's not gold, that's just brass. It's just a little brass plate, so don't think that that's gold. But yeah, so here's the board, and yeah, we've got, you know, huge tantalum capacitors here, real chunky ones, and little ones, and we've got the black tantalum capacitors here, and got some high quality resistors, the blue ones, also black ones, some really good flat packs, nice chunky flat packs. These kind of little they're kind of like memory modules. Take them out, they're like a flat pack, but they're I just throw them in with flat packs, but they're more like a memory kind of module thing. And there's going to be some gold plating in there. Other side, so we've got it's mostly resistors, but they're high quality resistors. So you might want to take these off by hand with a screwdriver and pop them off, put them in your resistor bucket, because, you know, especially, you know, like the blue ones, you know, that adds, you know, that boosts up your recovery rate on resistors if that's what you do. And You know, these fingers, you know, most likely that could be tin or silver. These are, you know, quite flat. They're not really so bright and shiny. You know, I'm probably leaning more towards silver than tin on these fingers. But yeah, as you can see, it's you know, really good value IC chips or flat packs and IC chips, and yeah, quite a lot of tantalum capacitors. That's just the battery. And yeah, just a really nice board, and nice heavy board. Okay, so that was from these old style readers. Alright, well, that's all I got. So keep scrapping, and you find barcode readers. The old ones are going to be very high in all kinds of precious metal recovery. The newer ones are again all kinds of precious metals, but are mostly gold, and they're mostly like mobile phone kind of boards, rather than chunky capacitors and stuff on them. You know, it's, you know, that's the future of barcode readers. And then anything newer than these, with the fingerprint kind of reader, or any newer style, obviously you don't want to scrap them out. You're going to want to sell them on the secondary market. Alright, well, keep scrapping, guys, and have fun, and I'll catch you next time.